Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another Game Vault video. As always, I'm Cat the BV. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And for Father's Day, we're going to make fun of Assassin's Creed today. So let's cue the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, let's see. Japanese players torch Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows after Associate Narrative Director confirms game is fiction. Well, no shit, it's fiction. It's always been fiction. That's not the point of the game. And here's where, this is what really aggravates me, is everybody misses the point of the argument when you try to argue the fact that they created this character, Yasuke, who's based off of a real living human being. Yeah, okay, I get it. We've seen historical figures in Assassin's Creed before. We never really played as one before. We never played the lead character as a historical figure. But this time we are. And now they're saying, well, he's a samurai. Well, no, he was a retainer. He was never a samurai. And that's irrelevant whether or not he was a retainer or a samurai. And it's irrelevant whether or not he was a historical figure or not. Completely irrelevant. What's relevant here is you took a period piece in Japan during feudal Japan and you cast a black protagonist. That's stupid. Any other argument is void. That is the core of this argument. That is the core of what Ubisoft fucked up on with this game, is they cast a black protagonist in feudal Japan. All these wonderful samurai characters they could have used, all these great things they could have used, and they decided to go with Yasuke and are going to make him gay. I mean, come on. And then the second character you're going to play as is a female shinobi, an infiltrator, but she's going to be the one that specializes in combat and all that. You have a samurai running around this big-ass club like a huge oaf, crushing people, as opposed to being, I don't know, man, it's so hollow, it rings so stupid. Well, let's see what the Japanese players have had to say about it. In a video uploaded to IGN Japan earlier this week, Davies confirmed the game was a fiction. Is this Davies? Oh, yeah. I mean, look at her. I'm just so sick of women in gaming. Get them all the fuck out of gaming. For real, man. They're just ruining everything. They're ruining movies like Star Wars and all that. They get in there and they're like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to make the fourth female and we're going to... Just get the fuck out of there. Let the guys get back to work and fix all this. We had it going good for so many years. You accused us of gatekeeping. Let's say, well, come on in, but we don't mind. Play games, whatever. But you can't put out good quality material. You've proven it time and time again. Sorry, that's a hard truth to admit. Now, it's not 100% like that. There are some great women out there in gaming and journalism, I'm sure. So yeah, give me some examples down below, because I'd love to see some. I would love to. I would appreciate that quite a bit, Just like there's great female directors out there. There's not many of them, but there's some good ones out there, like, what's her name? Bigelow, who did... the original Point Break. She used to be married to James Cameron. Fantastic director. I like her work. I like her work quite a bit. But it's not a lot, Women tend to appeal to women. They tend to make things that appeal to women because they understand women. Just like men make things that men like because we understand men. We're like, hey, I'm going to make a movie. We're going to put explosions in it. We're going to put boobs in it. We're going to put bad language in it. Boom! Makes $1 billion. All right, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I'm saying there. All right, well, let's go on. She said, the story that we're telling is historical fiction. So to take the events of history and what we know of this history, and then I think it's kind of like a palette. Then the story that we write based on these events and what is known needs to fit within the palette. So we can't bring stuff from outside of this. We're trying to work within this palette. But the story is very much fiction and what the writing team has imagined based on these historical figures and events that we've learned about working with our researchers and historians and consultants. Whatever. Okay, cool. Ubisoft previously detailed in a blog post, Ubisoft Quebec went to great lengths consulting source documentation and building a network of expert historians, professors, and cultural consultants. To help the team build a world as authentically as possible, from castle construction principles to tea ceremonies to tatami alignment. It added, the team made trips to Japan to help them properly grasp the landscape and the culture, and more importantly, connect with Ubisoft's Tokyo and Osaka teams who helped with the creation of the game. What did they think? Not the guys in marketing, not the head guys who are, looking for the ESG points and all that. What did the core guys at Ubisoft's Tokyo and Osaka teams think about creating a black samurai as opposed to a regular historical Japanese one? I'd be curious to talk to the guys on the ground. That's who I'd be curious, The blog also made it clear that they were attempting to tell a historical story of Yasuke. It detailed, Yasuke also offers a unique perspective on the period. Players can discover Japan alongside him. On one hand, he serves as a warning for the colonizing threat that the Portuguese present, and on the other, he adapted and thrived in Japan and can be viewed as an example of meritocratic structure established under... No! He's not merit-based. You made him the main character purely because he's black for DEI clout. It is not merit-based. You're full of shit. I'm sick of it. Stop lying. Stop gaslighting. Stop trying to justify these things and just admit it. If you admit it and you're honest about it, then I can maybe find a little bit of respect there and say, you know what? All right, I don't like it, but at least you're honest about it, right? At least you told me to my face that, yeah, we put him in there because he's black and we want to make, we want to score points with the ESG score and all that. Fine, I can respect that. I don't like it, and it's not going to change my mind about the game and all that, but I'm not going to sit there and just shred you for double talk and just trying to bullshit your way around it. Davies herself even noted in an Assassin's Creed Shadows video uploaded to the Ubisoft YouTube channel, the historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in the same way that so much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Then she admitted not a lot is known about him. But what we did know is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts. And that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our settings, like Oda Nobunaga and the Portuguese and the Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between. Not a lot is known about him. Not a lot is known about him, but what we did know is that he arrived in Japan. He had relationships with some of the most interesting people. I noticed he wasn't a samurai. He wasn't a great warrior. He wasn't all this he was cracked up to be. Why don't you just make a game about him, for real? If you wanted to make a game about him, you could have made a cool indie game about him where he carries weapons around for a better man than him, That would have been fun, right? A little walking simulator. There's Yasuke, Hey, can you hand me my katana? Hey, can you make me a sandwich? That could have been a great game. You could have leveled up different skills like bootlicking and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what. I'm just being cruel at this point, but whatever. Japanese players expressed their displeasure to Davies' more recent comments in the comment section of the video. We fabricated a blank space in history. The old lady in the thumbnail used the word historical a lot in an interview with IGN last month and claimed that it was based on historical facts, so it's unreasonable to call it fantasy now. Isn't it discrimination that Japanese people are not included in we? Ubi is a company that is sensitive to discrimination against black people, but is insensitive to discrimination against Japanese people because discrimination against Japanese people is a daily occurrence. Those are all translated by Google. Other people wrote, when I saw the thumbnail, I thought this is another anti-political video, but I was wrong. It is a violation of human rights to promote a real person's unknown vacancy period by labeling him or her as gay or some other special sexuality. Revised statement in a certain media interview when the words "our samurai" appeared. They are trying to create their own samurai and insert themselves into Japanese history. What do you think of Japan? I don't want Ubi to have anything to do with my country ever again. Wow. Sorry, guys. A lot of us wanted this game in Japan. A lot of us really would have looked forward to an Assassin's Creed in Japan. And trust me, none of us wanted this piece of shit that we got. So I'm with you on that, and I don't blame you. Please stop claiming the game is historically accurate after making countless basic mistakes. Historical current events equals a black man named Yasuke existed. That's all. That's kind of what I'm saying there. Others reacted to other comments from Davies where she shared that Yasuke will train under Nubanga and said that she hoped people who are interested in history will check out their game. This is the unification period of Japan, the start of it, and we had Oda Nobunaga, who's the first, as you know, of 3 great unifiers. So I don't want to give away too much of who players are going to encounter in the game, but I will say there's some very interesting historical figures that you will encounter in the game to bring to life all the many elements at play at this time, which made it so much fun to work with. So some of the other characters that they're going to meet up with are probably like a female warlord who is a lesbian. I'm sure that's one that we'll meet up with in this Ubisoft game probably. We're also going to meet up with a handicapped guy with severe anxiety issues that identifies as, I don't know, gender fluid. He's going to be probably like a major factor in history there in Japan, although he's going to be Hispanic. What else? I just don't know. But yeah, we got more comments here. Where did all the historical accuracy that was emphasized in the official video go? This video has been reported. It seems that Ubisoft really thinks that Japanese and even Asians are easy to bully. It doesn't matter. Ubisoft will have its retribution. It's amazing to be able to go this far with the theme of Assassin's Creed. Sengoku Jidai, I don't know what that means there. In the midst of all this controversy, I admire the fact that he said with a smile on his face, "What do you think, people who know history? This is a game. I hope you enjoy it. For now, please do your best to fix the tatami." Yeah. Anyway, what do you think about these reactions by Japanese players? I think they're fantastic. I mean, I'm not happy about this game. Not on behalf of Japan. Japan doesn't need me to defend against them. I'm pissed because this sounds like it could have been a great game, could have been a lot of fun, and it should have been a lot of fun. And now I'm robbed of the experience of playing as a samurai because they decided to put George Floyd in the game instead of a real samurai, and that kind of disgusts me. But let's see what else we got here. Report: Assassin's Creed subreddit bans individual for disliking game's combat and pointing out Ubisoft's DEI agenda. X account Reddit Lies reports that a person posted to the Assassin's Creed subreddit, "People are either going to play the game or they will not. I'm still leaning to playing it, but I do not want to see more gameplay. I do want to see more gameplay, but I'm disappointed. This isn't what I expected or was hoping for. I don't care about Yasuke's races, whatever. When I imagined an AC game in this period, I didn't expect a hulking person swinging around a club." That's what I'm saying. But whatever. They went to a different direction than I thought it would be. Oh well. He continued, as far as his comment, OP, a reason they definitely did not do this was because of pandering, because that's not how businesses work. Like, who exactly would they be pandering to? I disagree 100%. Ubisoft is neck deep in their DEI initiative. It is part of their core principles. That's fine. It's what drives their choices. But the DEI crowd is who they are pandering to, from the journalists to the activists. And let me tell you, there's not a lot of those people out there. They may be loud, and they may scream a lot and raise hell all the time and try to get people fired and try to get people canceled and try to contact their spouses and all that and make all kinds of disgusting accusations about them. But they don't buy video games. And if they do, there's only a few of them around. There's only a handful. There's only a handful of these people compared to normal, real people. And that's what you got to keep in mind out there. Don't be afraid to push back. Don't be afraid to call out the bullshit of these people, how disgusting they are, what losers they are, and get their fucking hands off the stranglehold around the throat of gaming that it has right now, because it's only going to ruin gaming like it's ruined movies. Try to find a decent movie these days that doesn't have a bunch of DEI bullshit in it. Good luck. Good luck. The person who was then reportedly banned and received the following message: "Hello, you've been permanently banned from participating in Assassin's Creed because your comment violates this community's rules. You won't be able to post or comment, but you can still view and subscribe to it. If you have a question regarding your ban, you can contact the moderator team by replying to this message." It's unclear what rule this post violated. However, it's likely activist moderators determined it violated a disrespectful behavior rule, which states disrespectful posts and comments will be removed. Insulting, hateful speech based on gender, Race, sexual orientation, and religion will not be tolerated and will result in a ban. I'm so sick of these pussies. I really am. I am. You know what? If you want to offend me, offend me. You can insult me any which way you want to. I don't give a shit about your opinion regarding me, and that's the way it should be all over the fact. Being bullied online is like the biggest pussy thing you can admit to being done. You know what you do if you're being bullied online? Turn off the computer. Close your eyes. Don't read anymore. Oh, it's over. Amazing. Wow, you're not being bullied anymore, you freaking losers. Anyway, I will link both of these articles down below. I'm a little heated right now because of all this bullshit. It's so aggravating. It really is. But fight hard, man. Fight back. Subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications. You can join the channel if you'd like to for just a couple bucks a month. That's a huge help, and that'll keep things going here. And, share the message. Talk to your friends in gaming and all that. And, show them what's going on. A lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people don't see it. But it's out there. And they're like, oh, what? Is DEI in the room with you right now? Yeah, it is. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.